Konnichiwa. Do you want to improve your Japanese? If yes, I'm here for you. I'll share my method based on my deep analysis from 16 years of teaching. My students say so much easier. So the key is to understand the Japanese mindset behind the expressions. You'll be able to learn easily and interact smoothly. Make sense? This lesson is the collection of the culture aspects of Basic Japanese Part 1, Lesson 1 to 10. This is a part of my online course, Master Speaking Japanese. Please see the description box below for more details. If you want to master speaking, please subscribe and set the bell. You'll gain confidence. Let's begin. There are two aspects, group-oriented culture and Japanese logics. The culture creates the phrases. The logics form the sentence patterns. Let's start from the culture. Some basic phrases come from Japanese attitude and the feeling of belonging. Attitude, for example, caring about others, 3 positionings, and various thanks. How Japanese people care about others? Let's check. Why do Japanese people bow? Can you guess? This is the hint. Any idea? Yes. By lowering yourself, you can make the other person higher. This shows respect to the other person. Make sense? Bowing is essential in Japanese culture. You can forget the expression, but don't forget to bow. And this body language is useful everywhere, for example, at a hotel, at a shop, in an office if you're working with Japanese people. And when you leave a self-service style cafe, please clear your table and return the tray. Let's compare お願いします and ください. お願いします is I request. X please. You order at the table and the staff brings everything for you. So you want to show more politeness. What about ください? Please give me X please or I'll take X. You're ordering at the till and the staff stays in the same spot. So it's less workload, therefore ください is less polite than お願いします. But it's still polite. And when you ask to repeat, do you remember why you say すみません as apology? Yes, Japanese people feel sorry for asking for the extra effort. Next, 3 positionings. これ shows a boundary between me and you. The native speaker sees 3 aspects regarding positions. それ and あれ is the typical expression showing that me and you are in the same group. These are the positions of an object. Now let's look at this. ここ そこ and あそこ あそこ is used for place. And このボールそのボールあのボール So the ideas of these 3 positions come from the group-oriented culture. There are many ways to say thanks. Now let's check ごちそうさま and どうも. ごちそうさま means it was a feast. Thank you for the meal. どうも is a part of thank you very much, like thanks or cheers. Therefore, this is often used when you expect to receive the service. Okay? Now, when you ask a question and someone answers for you, you say, Yes, ありがとうございます. This literally means it hardly happens. Means I do appreciate. Finally means thank you in English. Now let's move on to the Japanese feeling of belonging. For example, family name, breaking the ice, and belonging no. Family name. When I introduce myself, I say Arai desu. Arai is my family name. But why not first name? This is the hint. They're my family. This comes from the feeling that I belong to Arai family. Okay? Breaking the ice. Do you remember the greeting phrase for the first time meeting? Yes, はじめまして. To make sure this is the first time. Because from the second meeting, you say either おはようございます, こんにちは, or こんばんは. And お願いします is I request. And what do the native speaker request for the first time meeting? This is the hint. Can you guess? She wants to be one of them. And he wants to be one of them. Now you understand, from this context, お願いします is the request for please accept me. And belonging の For example, お客様の傘 The casa belongs to お客様 No is like apostrophe and s. Be careful, this no does not really mean possessive. As you know, 日本のカメラ does not make sense if no is possessive. So Japanese people feel belonging. I also discovered the Japanese logics form the sentence patterns. For example, Japanese I shift from a bigger picture to more specific thing creates the word order and X or Y structure. And minimalism omits repetitive phrases. Okay, I shift. Do you remember this image? From bigger picture to more specific information. The basic word order is, do you remember? 2つ is two things. When you want to buy two of that, それ2つください is natural order and 2つそれください is a bit strange. Okay? Because the main point is what you want and how many of it is more specific info. Okay? And this I shift forms X or Y structure. Do you remember this situation? 袋はご利用ですか? Talking about a bag, do you use? So, X は Y です means X equal Y. And then you look at the bigger picture X first and look at more detail of it Y. The last part, Japanese minimalism. For example, your question is, かしわ餅はこれですか? And then she answers, はい、それです。We don't repeat かしわ餅は because we don't like repetition. Okay, today's summary まとめ Point 1 Group-oriented culture Caring about others Bow for respect お願いしますandください and すみません Three positionings are こ、そ、あ and question ど And various thanks ごちそうさまでしたどうもありがとうございます The feeling of belonging Family name はじめまして and よろしくお願いします Point 2 Japanese logics The I shift from bigger picture to more specific. This form the word order and X or Y structure. And minimalism omit repetitive phrase. That's all! Fantastic! I hope the lesson was useful. If you liked my method, please subscribe and enjoy more lessons. In the next lesson, you'll be able to talk about what is in the town. Enjoy Japan Holiday Lesson 1 to 6 might be useful for your travel Japanese. Crystal clear Japanese pronunciation for beginners. Please sign up for my culture blog if you want. Thank you for learning my language. Let's keep going. Please click like and share if you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching my lesson. I'd love to see you on another video. Bye for now.